I have a large network of individuals who I went to college with, who I went to high school with, who are in different industries. I mean, not everybody's in pharma and life sciences. I have a lot of friends of mine that are in risk management and venture capital and real estate. And I'll meet somebody up here and I'm like, I know exactly who you need to talk to, and I'll bring them up to the club. So it's a warm, fostered environment where everybody wants to collaborate with each other. Hey members, I'm Angelo Maletta-Hastie. I am the president and founder of Pulmonara Labs, and I've been a member at Pyramid for about 3 years now. So
3 years, and an active member, I would say.
Active member.
I've seen you a lot, member guest, for example,
Oh, yeah.
and just being around at spot moments during the week, like chilling at the bar.
Always.
Yeah, your vibes are great. Like, it's just that
I tried my best.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like, and for people listening, like, suit, long hair, you got the chain, like, it's just good energy.
I grew up myself, so yeah, I appreciate
Yeah, so there's yeah, and as you mentioned, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because you just mentioned this, and I have to ask, death metal band.
Yes. So I was in a death metal band in high school, and oh God, I can't wait to share this with my friends. Yeah, and I kind of stepped away from music to go to college, and here I am. Yeah.
I'd say it worked out pretty well.
I think so, too.
Yeah, so you want to give people a little bit of background about the kind of work that
Yeah,
you're doing?
to ask it. Yeah, so I own and operate my own pharmaceutical company. We are working on a treatment for interstitial lung diseases, so idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, pulmonary hypertension, and cystic fibrosis. And all of our components are derived from plants, so there are no synthetics. Our goal, our mission, is to essentially break steroid dependency that's currently gripping the market right now.
And how long have you been working on this business for?
So I started the business, I started the research back in 2019. I formed the business in 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been working on this business then, you could say 5-7 years, like
About 5-7 years.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of range on it. And I mean, pharmaceutical is so interesting because, and this is something I didn't realize until I got to the club,
Yeah.
but the level of pharmaceutical involvement in the city is like truly remarkable.
Huge. Well, you have Penn, you have Jefferson, you have Drexel, you have the Children's Hospital. You have so much innovation in such a large ecosystem, but it's very concentrated. And if it wasn't for the academic hub that we have here, I don't think it would have been possible. I mean, my pharmaceutical company, I would be nowhere without my St. Joe's connection. So my entire business, my labs, my office is all spun out of St. Joe's University off of City Avenue. So without that, partnership, I wouldn't be able to get to where I am, where, we're approaching the FDA at the end of the year. We got all of our data and ducks in a row, and we're really looking forward to impacting the patients that desperately need this medication.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what that's all like. But I want to take it back just from that idea of the relationship with St. Joe's. I mean, so you get to operate out of their facility. They've been able to give you the space to operate and grow this business?
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
So my office is in Barberlin Hall, which is, if you drive by and you see the large castle-looking building, my office is right in there. And no, they've been extremely resourceful, super helpful. Those professors and alumni that it's such a tight, almost like a family. I don't want to be cliche and say that's a family.
Yeah.
It's very familial in the sense that you say you want to innovate in something and you need help. And, when you graduate and they say the door's always open to come back to campus, you would think, oh, maybe it's career development. They could help me with my master's or with a certificate in something or a connection to maybe get a new job. No one really thought hey, I'm starting a business and it's not like I love cooking, but I'm not opening a restaurant. I want to make a drug product. Can I come back and get help? And all the doors flew right open.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm extremely grateful to them and to all the faculty that have been assisting me.
So you get all the support from the university and get this opportunity to build this business up. And then at the same time, like you mentioned, you're part of this larger ecosystem of just the whole Philly area. I mean, how beneficial has it been? Like, what is it like to be in such a well-established space?
Well, how do I describe this? Because there's such a well-established industry here, there's so many different connections that I've made over the years. Like, for example, with Life Sciences of Pennsylvania, right? We were just going over that we went to Advocacy Day in Harrisburg to advocate for reversing those NIH cuts and all those grant cuts that the current administration had to allow and foster that continued innovation without having it stymie or falter, because obviously there are so many breakthrough treatments and therapies for all these different diseases, whether they're rare diseases or whether they're very, have very large populations, and that growth will stop if we don't have that investment into it. So without my, you know, business being established here, I wouldn't have that exposure to go to Harrisburg, to sit next to representatives at Eli Lilly and Genentech, Roche and Merck, Johnson and Johnson and Sanofi, and communicate with the representatives and, other, state council members who are extremely integral in keeping that system open. And, I think to myself, I could just sit on my hands and complain, but the ability for me to actually get my hands dirty and jump in and say, this is who I am, this is who it impacts. I'm a small town pharma who would not be able to advance a treatment that may be able to help tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of patients, if I didn't have this system in place. So being positioned here is the make or break point.
Yeah, and what's it been like to build those relationships? Because I think one of the great things about Philly is it is a massive city, but also it is a small town.
I like it. It's like a big small town.
Yeah, so like you get that, and I've seen that, for example, real estate. All those people seem to be so connected in all those different ways. PR is another one where you've got like all these different groups and communities. So there's a lot of things like that. So the cool thing is you've been able to, as small, right, being able to be with all these big businesses, build these relationships. Like for other people who are trying to figure that out, how did you do it?
I mean, Pyramid Club was probably the best start I could have had. I mean, just being able to be exposed to different walks of life and different industries and being able to communicate who I am and what I do. Honestly, and I know this is a good segue, but I mean, Pyramid Club kind of opened up that door where I was speaking to somebody who may have been involved in real estate or insurance, because insurance is very big here. And they say, I need you to meet this person. I'll bring him up to the club. And next thing you know, it just kind of opened up the door and expanded my Rolodex even further.
Yeah, I mean, how nice is it to meet people who are actively advocating for you?
Exactly. Well, not only just that, but then they say like, oh, have you heard of Health Tech Philly? And I'm like, no, I have not. Oh, there's an event at 6:00. I'm up here at 4:30. I'm like, okay, let's go. And I would have never gone into Health Tech Philly. I would have never met the individuals that were there if it wasn't for 2 or 3 connections I had here at Skyview Connector and Member Guest Social.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, through all these different people, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, if you will.
Yeah.
But so we're all Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But I mean, you really do get different ways to get into like any part of the city here.
Exactly.
It's really amazing.
The positioning is fantastic. You're dead center. And if anything opens up where it's like, hey, I think you might be interested in this, the members here are there's such a strong community here where they'll say, I thought of you immediately. I knew exactly who you were. You got to come with me to this. And next thing you know, we're getting cigars at Union League and we're talking about, some sort of breakthrough innovation in life sciences or CAR-T. So it is really, really awesome to be positioned in such a, warm environment, but an environment that not only is looking out for you, but like has the same passion for innovation as you do.
Yeah, it's everything. Because I mean, I've been to so many different, just like networking clubs and things like that. You join, you see all these different groups and people bring you by, but it's a lot of just like, here's my card.
Yeah, oh, see you later.
Here. And yeah, you just get sick of it. You don't build any relationship with anybody, but it really has been such a great thing. Just on a personal, like it's, even if it doesn't like fully move it forward in some business way, to have these cool conversations with engaged people who understand just the work of being a business owner and what you're trying to accomplish and have those same kinds of passion and problems. Like
absolutely.
It's just such a relief to be around so many people who genuinely get it.
And not to mention, I mean, I have a large following, a large network of individuals who I went to college with, who I went to high school with, who are in different industries. I mean, not everybody's in pharma and life sciences. I have a lot of friends of mine that are in, risk management and venture capital and real estate. And I'll meet somebody up here and I'm like, I know exactly who you need to talk to, and I'll bring them up to the club. And it's just like, again, it's such a warm, fostered environment where everybody wants to collaborate with each other.
Yeah. So let's talk about decompressing. Because one of the things that you told me is that you're getting into golf and you're bad at it.
I have started golfing
Yeah.
this past year. Funny enough, again, going back to Pyramid, when I got my Pyramid Club membership, I didn't realize how many golf clubs we had access to. And my thought was always like, my friends golf, my uncle golfs, I'll bring them to a golf club, right? And I'll just sit in the cart. It doesn't matter, right? Or I'll walk around, or I'll sit at the bar and I'll let them go. And then it occurred to me, I'm like, I'm the member here. Like, let me go get a set of clubs. So I started golfing this past year, and I haven't broken 100 yet. So I definitely am looking for somebody to help me practice. But no, I mean, I don't know if you could call it golf, but we're trying every day, getting a little better. I thought I was a patient person until I started. That is a fact. I thought I was a very patient person. I'm very soft spoken. I have, I understand the what did Teddy Roosevelt say? Speak soft, carry a big stick.
Yeah.
All right. I think he was talking about golf because driver irons.
Yeah.
You really have to just slow down, decompress, breathe. Like I said, I thought I was a patient person until I started.
Yeah, I'm not a golfer so much as I'm a mini golfer, I would say.
Yeah,
Big time mini golfer.
It's a short game that kills you.
Yeah, it's you need as many hills and like giant tubes and windmills. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
it's overcoming adversity. That's what it's all about. It just makes you stronger.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But it's so funny because like I've had times where I one day in particular I went to one of those digital, like you go in and it's a golf cave is what it was called. So like I did one of those and I'm golfing with somebody and I mentioned that I had like never really golfed before. I hit a driving range a couple of times and that was it.
Yeah.
And after the first like 3 or 4 holes, I was doing better than this kid.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where total meltdown, right? Just like the mental thing fell apart. He's hacking at everything.
Yeah.
He's cursing himself. He's red in the face before every shot 'cause he's trying to compete with me. And I don't even know what I'm doing there.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what any of the clubs really are. You know what it was so funny. But yeah, it's like that mental aspect of it it sounds like it's everything.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, like just last weekend, I go out with a couple of my friends, and they've been golfing like 12, 13 years, and I had never actually made a motion before, like last year.
Yeah.
It was my first time. So, I'm getting a little frustrated, but like I'm still out there. I'm still playing, right? And I was like, don't worry, man, you'll get it. Don't worry. He's like, I shot a 6 on this hole and you shot a 5. I've been doing this half of your life.
Yeah.
Like, you should not be beating me. And I was like, wait until we get to the next one. I promise you it'll fall apart.
Yeah. It's how it is. All those kinds of skill games, I think people get the same way when it comes to like pool, for example, to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I hit that. It's like, listen, you're 4 drinks in, you play twice a year.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you really expect?
Like, let's let the ego go for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny that it happens all the time. Yeah. Bowling, like all those kinds of things just set people off.
Oh, yeah.
In the same way.
100%.
It's hilarious. All right. Well, if people want to bowl, golf, smoke a cigar with you, whatever it is, they want to connect with you, what's the best way to do that?
Well, I'm at the club. I try and be up here at least once a week for like Wednesdays and Thursdays, right? For Skyview or anything. But I mean, feel free to email me, text me, LinkedIn. My door's always open. I'm always looking for a connection or a conversation. I always like to say the next opportunity is a conversation away.
Yeah. Well, it's been a great conversation. So I've enjoyed mine with you.
Love it.
And plenty more to come. So thanks for hopping on.
You already know. Thanks, Vince. I appreciate you.